thousands of children waiting to get care, to get counselling, to get therapy. That shouldn't be happening. You know, it's going to blight their whole future if we don't get that help. And so we were putting forward, on the day I came down that slide, a very serious policy.
Man there in the waistcoat.
Yes, someone broke into my church and they were caught by the police, and then when I went to see them afterwards to see why they broke in, they said because they wanted to feed their children. And 30% of the UK now, the children are in desperate need, not just during the school periods, but outside the school periods. Can we not raise, for lower income tax people, the threshold of the income tax?
Well, I wish we had the resources to do that at the moment. People are talking about the costing of manifesto. We can't do everything. We've said in our manifesto, when resources allow, we want to do that. We did that before. The Conservatives said you can't do that, and we said we're going to do that, we must do that.
But it is about making choices, and you're making choices about certain things that you want to spend more money on than pretty much any of the other parties, but not in terms of making people pay less tax at the lower end of the tax scale.
I don't think we can afford quite that yet, but one thing we can do to help families with children, the ones you were talking about, sir, I think the two-child limit on universal credit is just wrong. I think it has to go. If you look and talk to the experts, they say the quickest and most cost-effective way of tackling child poverty is to get rid of that two-child limit on universal credit. And that's something that would happen really quickly. It's costed in our manifesto because it is a bit pricey, but I think it's the best way. And hopefully that means that family that you were talking about would have the money and wouldn't have to do that thing.
Okay, there's a question back here.
Your manifesto, is it just a case of you've went unrealistic about your manifesto because you're not going to get elected to be Prime Minister and your party's not going to get into power?
Well, first I'd say, sir, with due respect, the elections isn't over. I'm on here to try to persuade people in this audience and across the country viewing it to vote Liberal Democrat, because I think we've got great ideas. And I